welcome to Mona Tutorials. In this session we're going to be looking at how you can use your space links. We're going to be looking at being able to connect and link your portals. We're going to look at artifacts and your canvases. So let's jump in. Your space will have been uploaded. If you are a builder, then you will have the preview image and the playable files and the other files that you'll need to. As an owner, you will have access to all of these as well. So we have our portal section, our artifacts section, and the canvases section. We'll be looking at all three. So when you get your space, you may already have some spaces connected. These are to portals that are on the network. So any minted space is accessible in the portals section. So this will go through all of these. You can use the search to find one in particular. So if we go to the hex, we've got that. And if you click on that, it will give you the connections or the portals that you have access to. The names will be based on what the builder has created them. In my case, I did portal 1, portal 2, portal 3, but it could be anything. When it comes to portals, generally we recommend, if you can, talking to the person who owns that space and make sure they connect back. They don't need to, it's completely optional, but that allows you to sort of be able to go through a portal and then come back to the same space. So completely up to you if you want to do that. So as the same as this one, you would go through all of your portals and connect them. Now notice sometimes these are in order, but sometimes these are not. So if you go here, the order is a bit different, so make sure you connect the correct portal. Next up we have our artifacts. In this space I have 3 artifacts. These are not necessarily for the fact that they will be modifiable in the future. These are more like hyperlinks. So I have 3 items in this space that connect, that are sort of like a Facebook logo, an Instagram logo, and a Twitter logo. So if I go to connect, link an artifact, in this case, we're going to call this Mona Twitter. Artist is, let's actually use the Twitter thing so people can find that easier. So it's Metaverse, it's lowercase. Bit of a description. This link will load the Mona Twitter page. Now this can be used for artifacts, but in this case we just want other, and then we're going to link where we want the page to link to. I could make an image, I just want to keep it none, and then go link. And that is. Now, I don't believe we have a Facebook or an Instagram. I have to look into that. But I could add these. Now, in the Mona HQ, which is this space, we could have a presentation on the stage at the roof and therefore link the Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter to those users, for example. There are many reasons you might use artifacts. Part of them is because you want to create a hyperlink. Part of them is because you want that object, whatever it is, to be taken out or editable in the future. So that's how you update the links. Now, the last thing is the canvases. So the canvases have a lot of options in them, and at the moment currently support PNGs or JPEGs. Soon they will include videos, and other ones will be added in the future. So in this case, we have our title. I'm going to copy these from a sheet which has all of our information because I have a lot of canvases. The artist is our own Al Larson. He does not give a thing, so let's make a cool description. Next one, where can people find this on the web? This is an OpenSea, so we're actually going to have it so people can click on the image to buy it if they want. So I'm going to copy that. And then we're going to make this an image. We're going to use an image link. Now note that this basically has to be a correct image type. So in these instances, this is fine, but usually it might be like a .png or a .jpeg link. Make sure that each image works, or at least do a couple if you have a lot to put in. I want the canvas to change size to the image rather than the image being cropped to fit the canvas as is. So I've designed my space with that in mind, and that's basically it. Link canvas. So the image works here, Paintwell, edit artifact, and of course I could do that with every single one. So there's a few that we could update. So that's basically how you update your portals, where your space goes, artifacts if they are links on your artifacts, and canvases. So let's have a quick look. Loading the space takes a little while, and then we have, where is it? There. We have our canvas up the top there. So that's our canvas. Our portal is this one, and as you can see at the bottom right, we have Gallery Hex, Revenant OC. So if I click, it will take me to that space. And the other option is our... So if we go over to our Twitter account here, Mono Twitter by Metaverse. So if I click on that, it will load up this, and then got view artifact, and then brings the page. So that allows you to do hyperlinks. And an image would be there if I created an image. So possibly I would put the bio pic of the Twitter page there. So that could work. So there are many interesting ways to create artifacts, portals, and canvases in your space. And once again, when you look over it, you'll have Paint Wormhole by Alv Lawson. I can click. And then you have the information that I put there and the image there. And then in this case, we can go to the NFT website. So as a builder or an owner, you have complete control over these, and hopefully that has helped you take advantage of that. That's all for this session. Have a good day and happy building.